Alright, so continuing with the editorial for round 9 of 5, this is problem C. So this is also fairly simple problem given this is for problem C, but yeah. So you are given an array of integers a1 till an, calculate the number of subarrays. So you have to give the count of subarrays such that if you select that particular subarray, and so that particular subarray should be occurring in the array A as a subsequence exactly once. So just take your time to understand the question. It's simple. You are given a subarray and you have to consider the subarray as a subsequence, and that subsequence should be the actual array A only once. That's the simple question. So to solve this, let's just see when that subarray will be occurring as a subsequence more than once, like when that constraint would get like broken. So yeah, so let's just say we have something like 6 1 2 3, and then we have 2 3 7. And suppose I consider this particular subarray. This is my L and this is my R. So I said that this is the subarray. Now just check if there are more subsequence of this particular subarray. So our subarray selected is 1 2 3, right? 1 2 3. Now if I see closely, I can again get that 1 2 3 if I select this, this and this. So this is again going to give me 1 2 3. So means that particular subsequence, which is this 1 2 3, is occurring more than once in my actual array A. Now why this is happening, like what I actually did wrong while initially selecting this subarray, that my final subsequence of this subarray is occurring more than once. So if you see closely, this subarray, like assume this is the start, this got extended towards right. Like we were able to, like if you see this first point is again that one only, but it got a little bit extended towards the right. So initially our r were like our r was over here, but then it came to r plus 2. Like our end point changed from r to r plus 2. Why was this happening? So what we did correct was we initially selected the first occurrence of 1. We initially selected the first occurrence of 1. That is fine, but we didn't select the last occurrence of 3. We didn't actually select the last occurrence of 3, and that, so don't care about what is in between, like this can be any blah blah thing, it doesn't matter. If your subsequence is able to extend towards the right or towards the left, means you didn't select the first occurrence or you didn't select the last occurrence. In this case we didn't select the last occurrence, that was and that's the reason our subsequence got a little more extended towards the right. So that's actually the solution. Whatever subarray you select, so suppose now this is a correct, so this is the correct subarray. If I select this, I'll just erase this. If you select if you select इतना part यहाँ से लेकर यहाँ तक, this is the correct subarray because this cannot get extended no matter what. Even if you have a 2 over here, it can't get extended. Why? Because this is the first occurrence of 1, means this particular bracket cannot go anymore to the left, and this is the last occurrence of 3, means this particular bracket cannot even extend more to the right. And that's why this subarray, like this is the only subsequence existing for this particular subarray. You cannot extend it towards to your, like towards your left or towards your right. This is the only occurrence, like this subarray is the only subsequence occurrence of itself. So I hope you got it. Like just as like how to think about this is, why were you able to get two occurrences? Because you were not selecting the first occurrence. If you don't select the first occurrence, means there is a one before you, and that can again satisfy the whole subsequence. Again similarly for the last occurrence of the last character, no matter what subarray you select, x and y, I only care about the first number and the last number. If there are more occurrences of x before this and more occurrences of y after that particular index, means again you can select any x copy and y copy and you can keep these elements in the between, like whatever they were, and you can again get the subsequence. That is wrong, right? So how to prevent this? Just make sure there aren't any more occurrences before x of x and after y of y, means it should be the first occurrence and it should be the last occurrence, and that would highly restrict you from extending your subarray. Now if you take a look at the code, like again, the logic, you can also try to implement this yourself, but yeah. And one more thing, so ठीक that you can see in the code also, that was my way of implementing, but so I created two sets, first occurrence, last occurrence. I created a map. If the map of current element is 0, means I have not yet found that number. Then first occurrence will insert I, and I'll increment the MP of ARR I can I could have made this a bool, but again you clear that map, and you similarly follow the same process from the end to keep track of the last occurrences. So now you have which all indexes are the first, like you don't care about the number, you just want to know that which all numbers, like which all indexes are the first occurrences and which all indexes are the last occurrences. Then initialize the answer with 0, start iterating. Now look at this part. So first I will find, like, is that index actually the first occurrence of any number, like is that index actually in the set? If that number is in the set, means I can think about starting my subarray from this point, because this is the first occurrence. And then no matter what is the first occurrence, you can simply add the last occurrence wale set ka size, because that is actual, and because we are also removing from last occurrence every time, like if we are able to find the index, so every element in the last occurrence wala index is actually after this I. So I will add all of them, like, because if this is my first index, all the indexes in my last occurrence wala set are after this I. So I can always start from this I and end at all those last occurrence wala indexes. Just one small thing what I did is, if there is a number which is first occurrence and the last occurrence itself, I'm not yet considering it, I will take care of that later. So if there's any number which is the first occurrence and the last occurrence, for now I'm not including it, I'm doing it answer minus minus, because it would have gotten added over here. Then yes, as I said, I will be removing, like I will check if this I is actually any last occurrence. I will always keep on, I will always keep my last occurrence while set updated, because of this process. Because of this process, I want that at whichever I am currently, all the last occurrence wale set में all the indexes should be after that I, so that I can easily do this operation. Then I have the single occurrence map. So what this actually is, like, this is nothing. Single occurrence, basically 1 2 3 4 2 4. I cannot make 4, because if you, so suppose this is the suppose this is the indexing, 3 comma 3 is not a valid subarray, because you can again make that as 5 comma 5. So this is what I ignored over there, but 3 comma 3 is valid, like this is valid, because this is a single occurrence. So this is basically that one size wala subarray. So I handle it separately, you can use your own method. So every single size wala subarray is only valid if there is a single occurrence of that element. Otherwise you can always get two different elements of the same, like you can always make a single size wala subarray if you have two different elements, so that won't be valid. So single occurrence map, I just want to check how many elements are occurring only once, because I can only make a single size subarray of those elements. So that I add to my answer, and the final answer is initial this what I've calculated over here, and the single occurrence wala count. So I hope you got this part, like what this actually means. Like I'm not sure I made that clear. So it is nothing. It is simply if I have 1 2 3 4 3, so if you so now we are only considering एक size वाले subarray. So this is the indexing 1 2 3 4 in this is the indexing. So suppose if I say let's make 2 comma 2 index wise, ठीक है, index wise. So this is not valid. 2 comma 2 is basically the subarray is 3. You could again get that same subarray for 4 comma 4, ये 4 comma 4 वाला indexing. These two are the same, these two like both of these are giving you 3. So that's why I'm not considering any single size wale subarray jinka occurrence is more than once. But I can easily consider 3 comma 3. This is index, because this is going to give me 4, and there is only a single occurrence of 4 in the whole array. Similarly, 0 comma 0 is valid. Similarly, 1 comma 1 is valid, like it's valid because this is giving you 1 and this is giving you 2, and 4 1 2 are all like these three elements are occurring in the map, like in the array only once. So that's why SO is basically the single size that I handle separately. Yeah. If I have agar if I would have erased this if, I think then also it would have made sense, but you can try that. I think if I would remove this if and I would remove this complete logic, then also I would get the same answer. So yeah, this is the editorial for problem C. Just ask me doubts in the comment sections if you have any. Thank you.